Relax your shoulders. In fact, we're going to take the shoulders up, pull them back, and down. Let's take a deep breath in and let it go. With or without your eyes closed, we're going to make these great big circles, Mula Bandha circles. We're going to breathe through your nose if you can. Relax through your shoulders. And just go around a few times before you change the direction of the circles and go the other way around. Check in with how your body's feeling this morning. How do the hips feel on the ground? How's your back feeling? Check in with the shoulders and the neck. Please try not to count your circles. Let that go. Let it be organic and just change the direction whenever it feels right. And you're going to just breathe through your mouth or your nose, whichever way is best for you. Hopefully by the end of class, it's easier to breathe through your nose. Now we're going to move into the rhythm of the elephant, where you lean in front of your hips and you're going to sway from one side to the other side, back and forth. Let your lower back soften. Let each breath be full and deep. Maybe pausing at the top of the breath. Maybe pausing at the bottom of the breath. Just a couple more times. Allow this to become a moving meditation. Elephants do this in time of stress and captivity. I think a few of us feel that way right now. So let this movement do its work. Let it go. Doesn't matter if it's the right or the left side. Put your hands on each side of one of your legs. Take a deep breath in. And on your own exhale, gently bow only to where it feels comfortable to you. As you let your head hang down, allow your shoulders to relax. Let your neck be soft, let it release. Take a deep breath in, let it out with a great big sigh. Gently shake your head, yes, a little no. With your own inhale, come all the way back up. Put your hands on both of your legs, exhaling here. Take another deep cleansing breath, and again, let the tension out with a big sigh. When you're ready, turn to the other side, breathe in, and gently bow only to where shake your head, a little yes, a little no. With a deep breath in, please rise back up. Put your hands on both of your legs. Exhale here. With a deep breath in, draw shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, pull the shoulders together and down your back. Try it one more time. Inhale, take the shoulders up. Exhale, take them back and down. Place the hands on the floor in front of you. And when you bow, stretch out to where it feels safe. Some of you are just sitting up tall and stretching your arms out. Others are melting low enough to kiss the floor. Doesn't matter. Let the shoulders relax. Let your head hang so the neck can be soft. Let it release. Please take this moment to balance your breath with the mind and the body. With a deep breath in, please rise all the way up. Place the backs of your hands together and lift them to the heart. Take a deep breath in and open the arms out wide. Exhale, the hands meet right over your head. And then inhale, reach your fingertips up tall. When you exhale, take the hands to the heart. Namaste. Release your hands and roll your shoulders. Let's start with a twist. Legs can be out wide or you can have your legs crossed. We're going to bring our right hand behind us. Left hand goes to the outside of your right thigh. Set up tall, squeeze your belly, and look as far over your right shoulder as it feels comfortable to you. Breathe deep and full. Now, it's probably your first twist of the morning, so don't force it. It may be pretty shallow. Maybe you need to put your right hand on the floor. Doesn't matter. Just a gentle twist. Don't force it. We're going to keep our hands where they are, maintaining your twist. Slowly turn your head to where it's safe for your neck. Look as far over your left shoulder as it feels comfortable. Don't force it. Maybe you're looking straight ahead. That's perfectly fine. Now we're going to release the hands, come to the middle, and roll your shoulders around. Let's get the other side. Left hand behind you, right hand to the thigh. Set up tall, squeeze your tummy. Look as far over your left shoulder as it feels comfortable to you. Remember, you don't have to take it very deep. It's up to you how you want this pose to feel. Never over twist. Please keep your hands where they are. Maintain the twist. Slowly and gently turn your head. Look to the right, just to where it feels good. Add your eyes to it. Really look into the peripheral vision. Really stretch those eye muscles. One more breath there, folks. And then you're going to bring your nose to the middle, release your arms, and roll your shoulders around. Let's go to the other side again. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Set up tall, squeeze your tummy, look over your shoulder to where it's safe for your body this morning. Every day it's different. Now we're going to add something to this. We're going to slowly turn the head, look over the left shoulder to where it's safe. Your back arm is your right arm. Take the right arm straight up to the ceiling. You spread your hand wide. You're going to fold from your left hip crease here and over towards the left side. Maybe you're just sitting up straight. Maybe you have your shoulder down on your thigh. You could look down at your left knee or look under your right arm to the palm of your hand. What feels better to you? Stretch a little more if you can through your left hip, out through your left fingertips. One more breath, folks. Turn the palm of your hand up, press the air down, come back to the middle, roll your shoulders around just a few times. Let's get the other side. Bring your left hand behind you, right hand to your left thigh. Sit up tall, squeeze your belly. Look as far over your shoulders as it feels safe for you. I hope you didn't have a big pancake breakfast before you came here. You're going to slowly and gently turn your head and look as far over your right shoulder as it feels safe. Now your back arms, your left arm. Take that arm straight up to the ceiling. Spread your fingers wide. Fold towards your right thigh. Now some of you again are just up high, spreading your fingers. Some are here. If your shoulder is hurting, you can always put your hand on your hip and still get a nice stretch in the side. Look down to the floor or look under your arm to the palm of your hand. Spread your fingers wide. You're stretching from your right hip out through your right fingertips. One more breath, folks. And then turn the palm of your hand up. Inhale, press that air down, releasing your toes. Come back to the center. Roll your shoulders. We've just squeezed all your organs. We've twisted your spine. Should be a really powerful pose for you. We're going to come on our bottoms. However you want to sit, you can sit on your blanket, your cushion. Let's get those knees stretched out. Let's work those ankles, the toes, going one way around several times before you change the direction and go the other way around several times. Separate your feet and get the circles in your ankles. Go one way, go the other way. I hope all of you are doing this every day, at least once or twice or more times a day. Flex and point your feet. This is so important. This is the furthest place, your feet away from your heart. Furthest place away from your brain. We're going to point those toes out. We're going to get those ankles turned out and curl the toes down. That may cause some cramping. I'm sorry about that. You're going to get your ankles in this alignment, keep them there, but turn all the toes up. Spread the toes out wide. Pull back on that pinky toe side. Breathe there. Ooh, feel that all the way up the leg. You're firing all the muscles up into your knees. Your last toes are connected to your knees, so you're stretching deep into the leg. Work your ankles. Now we're going to point the ankles out just like this. Turning those toes up again. One more time. We're stretching through those toes. And then relax your feet, folks. Pedal them. Give them a little pedal, little movement, whatever feels good. So now we're going to come and work into the hips and the knees. So bend your knees. Put your feet and your knees as wide apart as comfortable. Put those hands back behind you anywhere it feels safe. And you're simply going to drop both knees down to one side. You may not be able to put the knees down very far. They may be way up high here. Maybe they settle down to the floor. Whatever feels just right. Try to square your hips to the front, but when you first start this pose, you're kind of leaning and you're kind of twisting. Remember, there is no perfect pose. Set up just as high as it feels safe for you. And then we're going to pick the knees back up and drop your knees to the other side. Breathe in here and notice it feels different. It's not a twist in your waist, it's a twist in your hip socket. Breathe here, stretching into the knees too, all that soft tissue around your knees. Bring the knee back up and we're going to go to the first side. I hope it's easier this time. It may not be to the floor, but hopefully it's softer. Bring both knees up and drop them to the other side and breathe there. Relax through those hips. Don't try to hold your quadriceps tight, your thighs anywhere, the knees. Don't hold them tight. Relax through them. Bring both knees back up. Gently press one knee down, press the other knee in, and you notice it feels a little bit different. Bring that knee up, go to the other side. That knee may be way up high, or it may be down to the floor. The other knee presses inward too. One more time to the first side. Press that knee that's pointing up slightly inward. Some of you are not able to do that. This is incredibly intense pose for a lot of us. Bring the knees back up and drop the other knee down. One knee presses slightly inward. We're going to bring both knees back up. We're all going to meet each other on our hands and knees. So however you would like to get there, meet me on your hands and knees. And being on your knees this morning is not appropriate. Grab a coffee table or a chair, stand up, and you can put your hands on the seat of the chair or the coffee table. No matter if you're standing up or on your knees, the soft spot of your elbows is not pointing inward, it's pointing forward. We're having our hands spread wide apart, opening those shoulders and lengthening the crown of your head outward. We're going to start with our cat pose, and we're going to move it into cow pose. Go back and forth from cat, move it to cow. Breathe deep and full through this. Feeling the movement from head to tail, breathing full and deep. Just a few times. Now the next time you have your cat rounding, hold your cat, let your head hang down. Pull your tummy into the spine, but draw it upward towards the heart. Relax your butt muscles. Gently press your hips as low as they're going to go. They may not go to the heels. You may have to stick a blanket or a pillow behind your thighs and your calves. Reach your arms out. In fact, look at your hands. Spread your fingers. Look at those elbows off the floor. And then drop your head down. It either touches the floor or it's dangling. It doesn't matter. If you want more in your shoulders, you just separate the arms a tiny bit more. Or if they're together, get a lot of space there between them. Another breath. Now inhale, lift all the way back up. Walk your way to the right side. So if you have a chair, you're just going to move the chair a little bit to the right. You're going to have your fingers spread wide apart, pointing to the right side. We always start with our cat pose, and you're going to move it into the cow. Go back and forth, keeping your arms straight, feeling those bones stacked one on top of the other. It should be effortless. Remember, if you have wrists that hurt, you're going to come down onto your elbows. The next time you have cat rounding, hold your cat. Pull your tummy in and upward. Now, press your hips low to the heels. Reach your arms out long to the right side. Your elbows are off the floor. Head drops between the arms. We're pressing the hips back, reaching the arms out to the right. Now you're going to take that left hand, put it on top of your right hand. Twist your left side body to the middle. Now remember, you don't have to do this. You could just have your arms reached out to the right side. Take another breath. Some people like to twist both ways. That feels good. Inhale. Come all the way back up. Walk your way to the left side. Just a little bit, not far. Spread your fingers. Elbows are straight. Please flow into your cat rounding. And then move it into cow pose. Go back and forth from cat. Move it to cow and breathe there. Find that natural synchronization between your breath and your movement. Just a few times from crown of the head to tailbone. Just a couple more. Now, the next time you have your cat rounding, naturally hold your cat, pull your tummy in, and press the hips low. Reach your arms out to the left side, elbows are off the floor. Drop your head between the arms. To get more in that right side body, put your right hand on top of your left, twist your right side to the middle of your mat. Take a breath or two there. You can always twist both ways. Remember, you can always have a pillow between your thighs and your calves. Inhale, come all the way back up. Walk your way back to center. We're going to press it back to child's. You're going to let your head rest on your arms or head rests on your mat, arms where they want to be. If you're standing, you simply put your hands on the seat of the chair. You walk back a little bit and drop your head between your arms and get a good stretch from your fingertips to your hips. Please take just another breath here in child's pose. And then we're going to lift ourselves back up. Once you do, we're going to stretch through your toes a little bit, but we're going to come up on bird on a perch. We're going to stretch through our toes standing. So if you want, you could stand up okay already. If you're ready for bird on a perch, you can just come here and just maybe practice lifting one knee up at a time until someday it's easy to lift both of them up. Some of you are holding the floor. Some of you are putting your hands on your elbows. Some of you are playing with balance pose. Balance is different every day. Depends on what we ate, what we drank the day before, how much water did we have, how much wine. Now, let the hands rest on the floor. Everybody meets us in forward bend. We're going to have our feet straight ahead. Heels are opened out as wide as your pinky toe. Your knees are bent. Your tummy and thighs rest together. Your hands touch the floor, or your hands can go on a chair. Let your head hang down. Take a deep breath and go. Shake your head a little bit. Yes, a little no. Keeping your knees soft and bent. Pull your tummy in. Turn the palms out in front of you. Use your arms like wings, knees like shock absorbers. Come all the way up. Touch your hands right over your head and gently bring the hands all the way down, pressing the air down. Relax your butt. Turn the palms out. Inhale. Bring those hands up. Lift the air up, the energy. Exhale. Bring the hands down. We're pressing it down. We're going to turn the palms out. Inhale. Lift the air up. And now gently bring your hands to your heart. Let the thumbs rest against your chest. Take a breath and just go. Hopefully that's relaxing to your body and balancing. So you can have your hands on your hips. You could always have your arms dangling, but we're going to go into those feet. So I like to call this Krakatoa Asana. We're going to take your right leg. You're going to take your leg and cross it over the left leg and put the top of your toes on the mat, your toenails on the mat. So you're going to first start to roll that foot from pinky to big toe. That may be intense for you. Some of you don't feel hardly any stretch, but this is a nice stretch from pinky toe up to your knee. So if you've got some issues with knees, and this is a wonderful thing to do. Now, what I like to do too is while I hold the foot there, trying to press the big toe part down, you're going to bend the standing knee, your left knee, and maybe put the shin, the front of the shin bone into the back of that right calf. It might feel good. Maybe you don't want to do it, but it adds a little extra there if you want it. Now we're going to release our right foot. We're going to put the heel of our right foot right in front of us, balancing on heel and your foot. Just press your foot down like you're pushing down on the gas pedal. Then pick your right foot up. You're going to push the gas pedal down, spreading the toes as wide as you can. Pick the foot back up. Heel stays on the floor. And one more time, push the pedal down. And this is the last time. We're going to pick it up, hold it there, keep breathing, and then let it go. Walk it out just a little bit. Now let's get the other side. We're going to take our left foot, cross it over the right leg. The top of the toenails are on the floor. Ooh, you may be getting pops already. So roll from pinky toe to big toe. You can bend the right knee, that get that little action in there with it, or not. Maybe you're just rolling them. Just a long time. It feels different on each side, doesn't it? It's a lot of bones, it's a lot of joints there. Now, if you want, just trying to press downward towards the big toe, still the whole foot's down, the top of the foot, but pressing a little more to the big toe. You're going to bend your standing leg, your right knee, and put the front of that shin bone in the back of that left calf. That may be wonderfully deep for you. Maybe not. Now, we're going to bring that leg out in front of you. Heel of your the foot, the left foot down, right foot is on the floor. Have the foot off the gas, spread your toes. And we're going to press our foot down into the gas pedal. We're going to lift the foot up, spread the toes out wide. You're going to feel it more in the opposite leg too. Press the foot down. Let's do that again. Pick the foot up, spread the toes, the heel stays on the floor, and then press it down. This is balance too. You can hold on to a chair if you need it. One more time. Pick the sole of the foot up. Heel is on the floor. Spread your toes. Breathe there. If you want to, pull back on the pinky toe. Try to be balanced on the heel and the foot. Try not to just put it all on one foot or the heel. Balance it. And then let your foot go down to the floor. Walk it out just a little bit. One more before we give it up. We're going to take that right foot behind the left leg. Stretch it. Bring it back behind you. And bend your front knee there. Bend that left knee and really get the top of the foot. Bring it back. Walk it out. Let's get the other side. Take that left foot over to the right side. If you can, stretch it behind you. If not, that's okay. To the side as much as you can. And then take it straight back behind you. Maybe you can only do that. Maybe you don't want to play this at all. But hold on to a chair or a wall. Stretch back. Bend your right knee a little bit and get that extra stretch in the leg. And then pop that foot down. Walk it out. Good. We're just going to get a little more into the shoulders before we do one warrior pose. So we're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to relax your shoulders down. And you're going to, I'm sorry, kids, grab your yoga strap. Get your right hand with the yoga strap. We're going to take that arm straight up. Drop your hand behind the back. Some of you cannot reach over your head and grab your right elbow and push the hand down. Some of you have to go like this and breathe. Please be mindful of the shoulder. Look forward, pull your tummy in. Get that nice stretch there. Now what you're going to do, left hand goes down to your side, spread your fingers, point the palm of your hand back behind you, bend your elbow. You're either going to reach low on your strap, that may be as high as you're going to go. Some of you are going to be in the middle. Some of you can actually hold your hand back there. It doesn't matter where you're at. Point the right elbow to the ceiling, point the left elbow down, pull your tummy in. Adjust your feet so you feel like your heels are opened out as wide as your pinky toe. If this is new for you, they're probably still out like Charlie Chaplin. One more breath, kids. And then we're going to release the arms, roll the shoulders. Cow face. Now we're going to do the left side. So grab your strap. It's different on each side. Some people can hold their hand or have their hand closer on the strap on one side, completely different on the other. You get your left hand has the strap, drop it behind your back. Remember, however you want to do it, push forward from the front or over your head and pull that left hand down your back. Pull your tummy in, get that nice stretch in the wings there, the triceps. Breathe there. Good, just another breath. Get that stretch. Don't be in a hurry to get the pose. Now, we're going to take that left hand, right hand, drop it down. You're going to spread your fingers wide, turn the palm back behind you. You're going to grab the strap, and you're going to walk that hand up the strap, and either you're going to hold the strap or your hands. You're pointing that left elbow up, pointing the right elbow down. Breathe there. Cow face. Release your hands. Roll the shoulders. Now we're going to come down onto the floor. So come down if you want to, any way you want, but if you want to practice squatting pose, I highly recommend practicing this every day. This is one of the best things you can do for your digestion, for your back and your hips. Toes out, heels in. You cannot do this pose enough. In fact, you should be gardening, sitting every day like this. If you're up here and you want to hold on to your chair, this is where I started. I used to hold on to the bottom of underneath the top of the coffee table and stretch back and do this every day, a couple times a day. It took me a long time to slowly lower down until it was safe and comfortable for me to come into squat. We're all meant to do this unless you've had some injury or surgery that prevents you from doing this. At some point, either up high or down low, we should always squat. Make sure your knees are comfortable. Again, unless you've had a knee injury, you really practice this, practice it. But if you've had a knee injury and your knees won't do this, please don't do it. We're going to come all the way down onto our bottoms. We're going to take the legs out. We're going to work your ankles around. Let's get those pesky hamstrings. So we're going to take our right leg, we're going to cross it over the left leg, and your knee is bent. If the hamstrings are tight and you're rounded like this, for goodness sakes, you need that blanket. Stick it under your bottom. Maybe you need that big fluffy cushion. Get it. Now, if you cannot easily touch your feet like this, just reach down and you've got them. In fact, if you could go even further. Then you don't need the strap. But most of us do. And even though I can touch my foot easily, I still feel it with the strap. So please put that around your left foot. Once you have a strap in each hand, stretch your right leg out. You're going to walk your hands down the strap. So your left hand has the strap in the hand. Your right hand also has a strap in the hand. You're going to turn the left toes up to the ceiling and spread the toes out wide. Press through the heel of your foot outward. Pull the toes towards you. Now, we're not rounding and just hanging out like this. We're not trying to pull our nose down. We're setting up tall. We're pulling the shoulders out of our ears and towards your spine. If you have hot flashes, that will set one off. We're going to set up tall. Lift your collarbones up. You're going to tuck your chin slightly, looking at your foot, and you're going to breathe. You should feel a lot of heat in the body. If you're not, you need to lift upward. You push your hands further down on the strap, shoulders back, tuck the chin. You're looking directly at those left toes. Don't be judgmental about them. And then we're going to release it. Let it go. Take that right leg off the left leg. Let's move those ankles in circles. Go one way, go the other way. Now let's go to the other side. Take that left ankle, cross it over your right. Get the strap. You're going to take the right foot, put the strap around it. Then slide your left leg out long. So now you're ankle to ankle. Take your hands, walk them down the strap. So your left hand has the strap, your right hand has a strap. You're separated. Do not have them together. It makes a huge difference. Turn the toes up to the ceiling. Press through the heel, out, away from you. Spread the toes. Now we're not rounding and slouching. We're setting up. We're pulling our tummy in. We're walking those hands down as low as they go. We're tucking the chin. We're looking at the toes directly so we can lengthen the crown of your head away out from your tailbone, lengthening the collarbones away from your head bones. Breathe there. Feel that deep, deep stretch in the back of that right leg. This is muscle engagement. Breathe here. And we're going to let it go. Oh, holy cow. Let that strap go. Take that left leg out. Oh, roll your ankles. That's intense. I don't care how many times you do it. That's extremely intense. Flex and point your feet a few times. We're going to turn all 10 toes up to the ceiling. Even if you're setting up on a fluffy pillow, pull the abundance out from underneath you. What you're doing is rotating the femur bone in your hip socket. So hopefully you feel your sit bones now. We're lifting, pointing the toes towards you, spreading the toes wide, pressing through the heels of your feet. Feel that engagement all the way through your hips and start rocking your ankles from side to side. Windshield wipers. Now we're going to turn the toes in and take them out. Oh, look at that. European windshield wipers. You really feel that in your hips. Now relax your ankles, work them around. Flex and point, flex and point. Good. Now we're going to take our left leg. If you cannot cross it over your right leg, please put it onto the inside. You do not have to take it over the outside of your right leg. We're going to set up tall. We're going to keep the foot relaxed in front of you. Your right foot stays relaxed. Your right hand holds your knee or it hugs the knee. You're going to keep your left hand on your left leg for a moment as you twist. Just open your chest up to the left side. Some of you are just going to hang right here because you're not twisting far, neck hurts, but you're going to twist as far as you can. You can pull body parts out of the way. That's okay too. Nobody's looking. So we're going to take our left hand and put it on our chest right here. We're going to use our elbow and point the left elbow out, back behind you as far as you go. You reach your left hand back and spread your palms, spread the fingers wide. Look over your left shoulder. Try to look into the palm of your left hand. For some of you, you know who you are. Don't do it. Now turn the palm of your right hand to the floor. You could be up on fingertips or flat hand. You can bend your elbow, pull your left knee towards the right side, and you look to the left to where it's comfortable. Please maintain the twist and slowly turn your head. Look over your right shoulder. Take a couple of breaths there. Breathe. Again, you may not be turning or twisting very far. Even if it's a tiny bit, that's okay. Each time you play with it, it changes year after year, decade after decade. Please release the pose. Come back to the center. Pick your foot up. Rock your hip. You may hold your ankle in your elbow or your hand. Hold on to your knee. Rock that baby and love it. Remember, you're not judging it. So we're going to take our forearm right behind your left knee. Squeeze your knee off over the forearm. You're going to wiggle your ankle in circles. Go one way, go the other way. Doing this lifts the kneecap up a little bit, just the slightest bit, and opens your knee joint up. It's really great for the knee. Now we're going to put the foot down, keeping your forearm behind the knee if you can. If you can't, stick a blanket there, that's okay. Then you get your hand and start working all in that soft tissue around the joint of your knee. Work all around, get into the top, get to know what your knee structure feels like. Everybody's knees are different. We've injured them. Some are built different. One side feels different. So now we're going to take the leg, keep the foot there. We're going to turn your right toes up to the ceiling. You're going to sit comfortably and try to press your left hip to the floor as firmly as the right hip is pressing down. Relax your shoulders. Breathe here. This silly pose goes into some really crazy deep poses, or it just keeps us be able to put our own shoes and socks on. It's always an important thing to be as independent as we can, as long forever. Now, if you feel good, take your right hand, put it on your right leg. As long as you can keep your left knee up, you can take your left hand to your right leg. Now, if this is difficult, take that left foot way out. It makes it easier. If you want, you can still hold on to that knee and just wave at your right foot from afar. I have some friends here who are going to point that left knee and hold on to their ankle or their foot. Somebody's going to kiss their leg, I'm sure of it. But no matter where you're at, you're pointing the left knee up. Shallow or deep, it doesn't matter. Get that stretch. And then gently come all the way back up. Please slide the left leg out with your right leg and work your ankles. Go one way, go the other. Let's go to the other side. Put your right foot either to the inner thigh or cross it over your left thigh. Keep those left toes relaxed. Your left hand is going to hold the knee or hug it. You're going to start to twist to the right side. You can get in and move your flesh out of the way. You're going to put your right hand at your breastbone and use your right elbow to turn and point to the right. Look over your right shoulder and then reach the right hand back behind you. Spread your fingers. Try to look into the palm of your hand and then to put your hand down onto the floor, fingertips on the floor or flat hand, but relax your shoulder out of your ear. Pull your right knee to the left side. You're only looking to the right to where it's safe for your neck. Please take another breath here in this twist. Maintain the twist, keep your hands and slowly turn your head. Look as far to the left as it feels comfortable. Breathe there. Feels different on each side. Now let's release it. We're going to pick our foot up in our hand or our elbow. Rock that baby. Love that baby. Love that beautiful baby. Now we're going to play with your right knee. So we're going to bring our forearm right behind the knee. If you cannot do this, grab your blanket and put it underneath the knee. Squeeze the knee off around your forearm or your blanket and work your ankle. May hear snaps and pops. That's good. That's okay. Now you're going to set the foot on the floor, keep the blanket or the forearm under the knee, and get in there with your hand and start to work the soft tissue. Get to know your knee on this side because they're different. They're all different on each side. Each person is built differently. Breathe and feel that areas that you need to work in. Heat is wonderful. You can always heat after a shower or a bath to put something behind your knee like this and then get in there and work and move and open the joint up. If you actually have some cartilage left, you can actually get it all worked where it needs to be. Now, we're going to take the leg and stretch it. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to take that right foot and either keep it a fist distance away from your left thigh or take it out. Wherever it feels comfortable, keeping that knee bent, turn your left toes straight up to the ceiling. Hold on to your right knee with your right arm and find that symmetry, trying to press your right hip down evenly with your left one. And you're going to feel a little heat in the body. It may be a little wobbly. If you haven't practiced this, it takes a little while for it to feel safe. Now, you're going to put your left hand on the leg. Maybe you're waving at your foot from afar and going, "Hi, I'll paint my nails later." Or maybe you can take your right hand with your left hand and reach down and reach towards the foot. But you want to keep that right knee up. You want to keep it pointing towards the shoulder. You may be kissing your leg, but keeping the hip down, right knee up. Or you may be holding on to the knee and waving. It doesn't matter where you're at in this pose. You're getting the benefits. And boy, oh boy, it changes every year. All of these poses do. Just take another breath there, kids. And then we're going to come all the way back up. And we're going to reach that right leg out with your left leg. Work your ankles. So we're going to lay down onto our right hand side. We're going to have our knees bent, and we're going to get ready for scallops. So we're going to lay down. If you need to, you're going to put something under your left cheek, but don't put it behind your head, just the cheek. You're going to take the right arm, spread the fingers, bring the right arm straight up, look up, roll the back down, your shoulder, your elbow, the hand. Look over your right shoulder if it feels good. If it feels better, look straight up to the ceiling. If you're having some neck issues, maybe you want to look over your left shoulder. We're going to spread your right hand wide. Inhale, bring your arm, your back straight up. Look up. Bring it down to the palm of your left hand. Inhale, bring the right arm straight up. Look up. Roll the back down. Your shoulder, your elbow, the hand. Look over your right shoulder to where it's safe. And now you're going to breathe here. You're going to inhale. Make your belly as big as you can. Stretch it out as wide, and then exhale. Pull the tummy in and up. Please do this a total of 3 times. Hold the breath as long as you can. Observe it. But more importantly, when you exhale, squeezing the belly in and drawing it upward, observe how that feels. We need to practice the exhalation as much, or if not more, than the inhalation. After the 3rd breath, let your breath just be. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh, leaving the chest open. Spread your right hand wide. Inhale, bring your arm, your back straight up. Exhale, bring it down to the palm of your left hand. Inhale, bring the arm straight up. Roll the back down, your shoulder, your elbow, the hand. Swing that right leg out to the left side. Flex your foot, pull back on the pinky toe. With an inhale, lift that leg up only 2 inches. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it up 2 inches. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it up 2 inches. Hold it there, keep breathing. Turn the heel of your foot towards the floor, breathing into your hip. It's a deep pose. Relax your foot. Bend the knee again, bring it home to the bottom leg. Keep this pose. Take a cleansing breath and see if you can relax your hips and your shoulders. Spread your right hand wide. With an inhale, bring your arm and your back straight up off the floor. Exhale, bring it down to the palm of your hand. Please roll onto your back. Stretch your body out. Excuse me. Stretch your body out from fingertips to your toes. Turn the toes up and press through the heels of your feet to your fingertips. Hollow body. Now, before we do the other side, hug both knees in. Hug behind the knees, knees apart, nose between your bent knees. Round your back, tuck your chin, take a breath, and then drop it to the floor. We're going to go ahead and roll over to your right side. Have the knees bent, your arms parallel to your thighs. You're going to spread your left hand wide. Inhale, bring the left arm straight up to the ceiling. Look up. Roll the back down, your shoulder, your elbow, then the hand. Look over your left shoulder if it feels good. Straight up to the ceiling if it's better. Or to the right if your neck and shoulders are bothering you. Remember, your hand could be on your hip. A pillow could be under your shoulder. With an inhale, left arm back, come straight up, look up. Exhale, bring it down to your right hand. Inhale, bring the arm straight up, look up. Roll the back down, your shoulder, your elbow, then the hand. Let's go into the breathing. Remember, you're looking to where it's safe for you. Inhale, make your tummy as big and expansive as you can. Exhale, pull the belly in and upward. Please do this a total of 3 times, expanding through your ribs, your back ribs, your side ribs, but really pay attention on the exhalation. We exhale, we do not inhale. The atmosphere forces oxygen into our lungs. It's the strength of our breathing muscles and our core that makes the exhalation. We exhale. Now, after the 3rd breath, you're going to keep the chest open. Take a deep breath and see if you can melt some more. Spread your left hand wide. Inhale, bring your arm, your back straight up. Look up if you can. Exhale, bring it down to your right hand. Last time, bring the arm straight up to the ceiling. Exhale, roll the back down, your shoulder, your elbow, then the hand. Look over your shoulder or straight up to the ceiling, whatever feels best to you. Now, we're going to use the top leg. We're going to kick that out to the right side, and we're going to flex your left foot like you have a ski boot on. Pull back on your pinky toe towards your knee. Keep the leg straight. Inhale, lift that left leg up only 2 inches. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it up 2 inches. Exhale, lower it down. Last time, bring it up 2 inches, hold it there. Keep breathing. Turn the heel of your foot towards the floor, pointing the toes upward to the ceiling, and breathe there. Now we're going to relax your foot, bend your knee again, bring it home to the bottom leg. Spread your left hand wide. With an inhale, bring your left arm, your back straight up, look up. Exhale, bring it down to the palm of your right hand. Please lay onto your backs, stretch your body out. Make sure you have your strap near you so that you don't have to fumble for it. Put it to your right hand side and then give yourself that hollow body stretch. Stretch from your fingertips out to your toenails. And then you're going to hug your right knee into your chest. You're going to bend your knee and you're going to bring your nose to your bent knee. Don't lift the leg up. We're just going to stretch through the back and let your head and shoulders rest to the floor. We are going to do spider pose, little folks. So take the strap. Put it around your right foot. Stretch through those stretchy hamstrings. I hope those hamstrings are a little bit more stretchy than they were when you started. Some of you have your straight leg only a few feet off the floor. Some of you have it up to the ceiling or over the head. Doesn't matter. We're going to turn your left toes up to the ceiling and strongly pressing through the heel of your left foot. Left hand rests on your left thigh or next to it. You're going to pull your tummy in and lift that left leg up 2 inches. Belly is in. You're going to bring your nose to your right, straight right leg, and you reach your left arm next to the left thigh or over it. Try to grab that left big toe. Try to pull your right foot over your shoulder. If your neck is hurting, shoot, you could let your head rest on the floor. Let your left arm rest out, palm up, left leg goes to the floor. Drop your right leg out as far as you want to the right side. Maybe you have it resting on a chair or a table. That's perfectly fine. If you want it way out, take it to where you need it. Look straight up to the ceiling. Tuck your chin for a moment. Stretch the back of your neck. Oh, relax your neck. Open your mouth wide. Stick your tongue out and go. Close the mouth. You're going to look over your left shoulder as you bring your right leg up to the ceiling and out to the right side in circles. If your neck hurts, you can certainly look straight to the ceiling. Get those circles in your right hip. Go several times one way around. Do not cross the body. It's straight up to the ceiling and out to the right. Then after you've done a few of those, then go to the other circle. Go straight up to the circle, up to the ceiling, and then move that leg around in those opposite circles. It sounds different, it feels different. Now let's give another twist. It's our last twist. So you're going to grab the strap with your left hand, right arm rests out anywhere comfortable. You're going to pull your right leg as far to the left side as it's safe. If you're needing to keep your back more on the floor because you're making your twist not so deep, bend that right knee or straighten that leg out. Your bottom leg, the left leg, could be slightly bent if you want to. You can look over your right shoulder or straight up to the ceiling. You're going to take a few breaths and notice it changes as you relax your shoulders. Remember, you could have a pillow there it could be resting on, whatever feels just right for you. We're going to bring your right leg up to the ceiling. Pull that leg gently towards you. Take the strap off your foot. Support the leg with both hands or not. Point your toes to the ceiling and wiggle your ankle. Go one way, go the other way. If you're not feeling good, bend your knee and slide the leg out. If you're feeling good, slowly or quickly bring it down. Once it lands, reach your arms out, point your toes, and then relax it. We're not lifting anything up. We're just bending our left knee, bringing our hands behind it. You are not lifting that right leg up. You're just bringing your nose to your left knee to stretch through that hip. And then you're going to let it rest to the floor. Get your strap. Now we're going to put the strap around the left foot. We are doing spider pose on this side. Left hand reaches up as high as it can go on your strap. Right toes are turned up to the ceiling, pressing through the heel of it. Right hand rests on your thigh or next to it. Lift the right leg up 2 inches, your belly's to the spine, nose to left leg. Reach your right arm over your right thigh or next to it, but you're spreading your hands. You're spreading the toe. Take another breath there. And then drop it down to the floor. Right arm is out, palm up. Left leg goes out to the left side. Look straight up to the ceiling. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe into the groin muscles. Breathe into the hamstrings. It feels so different on this side. So we're going to stretch our necks and do lion's roar here too. We're going to tuck our chin. Feel that stretch in your neck. Now relax your neck. Open your mouth wide. Stick your tongue out and go. Close the mouth. We're going to bring your left leg up to the ceiling and out to the left side in circles. Go one way around several times before you change the direction and go the other way around several times. sounds different, it looks different. You could be looking over your right shoulder straight up to the ceiling. Please make sure your neck is happy. Bring the leg to center. Give those hamstrings one more little stretch. Right hand has your strap, left arm goes out comfortable, palm up. Let's pull that leg across the body. Look over your left shoulder if it feels good, straight up to the ceiling if it's better. Remember, if you need to bend that right knee because you need to be safe, do it. Straight legs or have your right knee bent. Make it your twist. Make this pose yours. Each side feels so different. Allow your left shoulder to anchor. Allow it to melt and relax into the floor. You're going to bring your leg back to the ceiling. One more time. Pull that strap. And then we're going to take the strap off your foot, support the leg or not. Wiggle your ankles in circle. Go one way, then the other way. Slowly or quickly bring it down or bend your knee and slide the leg out. Reach the arms out. Hollow body stretch. Stretch from fingertips to the toes. And then you're going to hug behind your knees. Bring your nose towards your bent knees together as much as you can. Notice this feels different than having your knees wide apart. Head and shoulders go to the floor. Feet apart as wide as they can go. Knees are bent as much as you can. You know, you can pull the heels up if you want, or maybe they just rest out and you don't want to go any further. Let the knees settle inward so they can rest together. Let your arms rest out, palms up. Take a huge breath in and see if you can let your sacrum melt and release. Let's take another big breath in and see if your shoulders and your hips can release. Feel your heartbeat. If there's any tension left in your shoulders, your back, breathe into it again and let everything melt on the floor. Opening the sacrum up. You're stretching from knee to hip. This is an important stretch here. Keeping your feet where they are, just point your right knee towards the ceiling, press the left knee down. If you want more, just press your right knee inward a little bit. Pick that knee back up and press the right knee down and press the other knee slightly inward. Gently go from side to side. Please don't do this quickly. Do it very slowly. Never pushing any further than it feels good. This is so good if you have to sit in an office chair all day, if you travel a lot, especially after flying in small airplane seats, if you ever do fly again in the near future. Get that extra stretch inside of your hip there. And then gently, we're going to bring both knees back up. Walk the feet and the knees in together. Please bring your feet up and take the knees around in circles. Some people like to do the nose to bent knees. You're welcome to do that, but then get the nice circles, like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling, going one way and then going the other way. Just like we did with our straps, we're going to do the circles in our hips, bringing the knees together and then wide apart, together and then wide apart. Changing the direction, don't forget. And then reach your hands between your legs, grab your feet and rock your happy baby. Remember, the most important thing to this is putting a smile on your face. You could hold behind your knees and just kind of rock and be silly. If you want, you could take one leg out, bring it back in, and go to the other side. Be a happy baby. Now, if you want to do dead bug pose, grab the outsides of your feet, the blades of them, or hold behind your knees. You point the heels to the ceiling, and you pull the knees to the outer body. Pull the tummy in, push your hip bones down, shoulder blades down, and tuck your chin. Try to relax here. It takes decades to get this. Decades. Now, when you're ready, let those legs go out long on your mat. Put a pillow, a blanket, your bolster underneath your knees, whatever feels comfortable. You could sit down. You could lean up against the wall. You could lay on your side if you're uncomfortable laying on your back. If you have an eye pillow, go ahead and put the eye pillow on. Once you settle yourself, the feet flop out. The palms of your hands are turned upward with the eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath for a moment. Sip a little more breath in, and then blow it out. And let's do those two sounds. Ah and Take a deep breath in. Let it out with Let's do the delicious sound. Take a deep breath in. Try it again. Take a breath in. One more delicious sound. Notice the vibration lingering on your lips. Let that vibration reverberate through the entire body. Imagine every cell of your body is able to open up, savoring that delicious sensation. The sound of your own breath is right there at the back of your throat. Hear it. Focus on it. Feel that breath deepening. Hear that sound taking on the quality of a wind or a wave. Feel that breath moving through you from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip, skin to bone. Let each breath soothe your body, but more important, allow each breath to relax. Notice it releasing the whole mind. Take the time to focus on that spot between your eyes. Notice the tension in that area. Allow the muscles around your eyebrows between your eyes to open, to soften, to become spacious. Allow the forehead and the scalp to simply melt away. allowing those waves of relaxation to flow deep into the face. Your eyes soften, cheeks relax. The jaws seem to unhinge. Go ahead and let the chin hang heavy. As every fiber in your neck seems to soften and release. Even the ears are melting further down. As you breathe deeply into the fronts of your shoulders, notice the backs of your shoulders are melting away, allowing those deep waves of relaxation to flow deep into your arms, soothing your hands as it flows out to the fingers. As each breath expands your ribs just a bit more, notice the gentle breath, the wave that's flowing across your spine. Let it release each vertebra into the mat. As you breathe deeply into the fronts of your hips, notice the backs of your hips are melting away, encouraging those waves of relaxation to cascade deeply into your thighs, soothing your knees as it flows deep into your calves and down to each one of your feet. Follow that flow from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip, skin to bone. Let each breath soothe your body. More important, let each breath relax. Feel it releasing the whole mind. As you start to bring yourself back to the room, hear the sounds in the room. Bring your awareness back to my voice. Give yourself a nice little stretch. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, stretch out. Wiggle your ankles, your wrists. And then hug behind your knees. Bring your nose to your bent knees. When you're ready, you can roll to the right, left if it feels better. Take your time staying on your side for a moment. Let yourself come back to the room a bit more fully. We're going to stretch our necks before we go. So come all the way up to any seated position you would like. Sit on a pillow, on a blanket, sit on your couch, sit in a chair, wherever it feels good to you. Roll your shoulders just a couple of times. And we're going to gently tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder. We're going to take our left hand out on the floor and move it back just enough. We're going to open our eyes, look out the left side of our eye up to the ceiling and lift the chin with the gaze. Now relax your shoulders through the breath. Take a breath. We're going to recite the vowels. A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y, and very slow and gentle. Rotate your nose, look down at your right knee. Let your head hang. Relax through the shoulders. Take a deep breath and go. Shake your head a little yes if it feels good. Hand comes to the knee. Tuck your chin to the chest. Little nose. Bring both shoulders to your ears. Lift your head up. Relax the shoulders down. Tilt your left ear towards the shoulder. Right hand goes out on the floor. Move it back just enough. Open your eyes. Look up to the ceiling out the side of your eye and lift the chin with the gaze. Take a deep breath in and go. Now accentuate each vowel. A, E, I, O, U. Sometimes Y, because it stretches your face. We're going to slowly and gently rotate your nose, looking down at your left knee. Let your head hang. Take a deep breath and go. Little yeses with your chin. Bring your hand back to your knee. Tuck your chin to your chest. Little nose. Bring both shoulders to your ears. Lift your head up. Relax the shoulders down. If you choose to Om this morning, put your hands together. Let the thumbs rest against your chest. Close your eyes. Invite a deep breath in. Namaste.